I'm J. Rachel Edidin, and I'm half of Jay and Miles Explain the X-Men, a weekly podcast all about the ins, outs, and retcons of comics' greatest superhero soap opera, as well as Jay and Miles Review the X-Men, which you're watching right now, where Miles Stokes and I walk you through the X-books that come out in any given week. Now, Miles is out of the studio, out of the store, and out of the state right now, so I am flying solo this week with some assists from Katie Proctor at Books with Pictures. We've got one official book this week and one that I missed last week, so I'm just going to fold it in now. Let's see what's on the docket. First up is Deadpool V Gambit #1, written by Ben Acker and Blacker of Thrilling Adventure Hour fame, with art by Daniela Bayreuth, whose name I may be butchering, and colors by Chris Peter. So, whether this is an X book or not is something we kind of went back and forth on, but we decided that Gambit's presence in the title is probably enough to push it over. I'd like to note for the record, as we do when we cover stuff with his name on it, that Deadpool is still not an X-Man, and while I don't know if he ever will be, he has yet to be. And that's canon. Anyway, on to Deadpool V Gambit. So, Acker and Blacker are best known for Thrilling Adventure Hour. It's a podcast, it's a serial, it's a lot of fun. And that comes through here in some good ways and some bad ways. The dialogue is snappy, and the dialogue gags, and some of the visual gags are really fun. The overall issue pacing is not so great. There are a lot of parallels and a lot of plays and a lot of gags that just get drawn out about 3 pages longer than they need to be, and the result is something that loses its snappy, really fun panel-to-panel pacing and ends up, getting dragged down despite that, which is a shame. Because that snappy panel-to-panel pacing is great. It's funny, it's fun, it's just on and on and on. The art is lovely. Bayreuth, and again, I may not be pronouncing this name wrong. It's spelled similarly to the Wagner Festival. And Peter are a terrific team, and they give this book a lot of fun and a lot of heart, and they're very, very good at playing physical comedy and visual comedy that sets off and balances with the text really beautifully. It's a fun book, it's a fun read. I think it's a team that's still kind of catching its voice and stride, but I'm looking forward to seeing where the series goes. Next up is a book that technically came out last week, and technically came out before that because it was digital first, and somehow we missed it in both iterations, so apologies, and here is A Year of Marvel's The Incredible #1. This is, I suppose, a series that goes through and does a story for each calendar month based around a holiday in that month, which is an odd premise. We've got 2 in the first issue. One is called The Return of the Phoenix. It is written and drawn by Yves Spigarel, with colors by Andre Massa. And the second one doesn't have a title as far as I can tell. It's a She-Hulk and all-new Wolverine story. It's written by Dennis Culver with layouts by Joffo, art by Leonardo Romero, and colors by Ruth Redmond. And they're both okay. Return of the Phoenix is kind of a charming story about a young artist who has the misfortune to share a name with a fairly prominent superhero, and is himself extremely frustrated with being a normal person in a world where superheroes regularly do things like, throw his vehicle at one another, which is reasonable. It's fun, it's cute, it's not all that exciting, but it's pretty charming. The Wolverine and She-Hulk story, which as far as I can tell doesn't have a title, I wasn't able to find one, is a story that I would like to like more, because that sounds like an awesome team up, right? And the art is lovely, the art team is great, and they're fighting fun monsters, but it just kind of left me cold. It's not that interesting, and it's not that, it's not that special. It's very loosely Mother's Day and motherhood themed, which is something that I feel like could have been taken in many more interesting directions, and even taken, as it is here with the sort of odd parent-child supervillain team that happens. Yeah, it just didn't do a lot for me. The art is great, the colors in particular are really lovely, but honestly, I'd probably give this issue a miss or wait till it's on Marvel Unlimited. The stories are cute and fun, but they're really not anything to write home about. So that's it for this week. Our pick of the week is Deadpool V Gambit. I guess technically Deadpool V Gambit, #1. The art is superb. The writing, while it's still catching its stride, is fun enough to hold our attention, and we're really looking forward to seeing where the series is going to go. Now, joining me to cover Panel of the Week is Books with Pictures' own Katie Proctor. Katie, take it away.
Our Panel of the Week is this splash page from Deadpool V Gambit. We really love the colors in this, the image of the inset down into the page, and also Spidey getting punched.
Yeah, also some Destiny's Child lyrics and a great sense of motion.
And a lot of broken glass.
Always a plus. That's it for this week. Thanks for watching. If you like what you've seen here, check out the podcast, Jay and Miles Explain the X-Men. New episodes go up every week at explainthexmen.com, also on Google Play, iTunes, and Stitcher. This week, I will be joined by emergency backup guest host Max Carlton. We'll be taking a look at the 2011 X-Men anime in all of its dubious glory. That podcast, these video reviews, and everything at explainthexmen.com come courtesy of our Patreon subscribers. We are an entirely ad-free and listener-supported project, and those are the folks who let us stay on the air and let us keep doing cool stuff. If you want to join their ranks, which we would love, you can do that at the link either above or below this video, depending on where you're watching it. Otherwise, see you next week. Dialogic.